Bedtime. Bedtime. Long time, get it, get it.
Hey, here we are back at it again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Truth Carpet Live, episode 4. Oh,
Isn't that your favorite
I'm
number?
excited.
Or is it 3?
You say what?
I was saying, is that your favorite number?
Oh,
Okay.
it's 4 my favorite number? No, it's
Yes.
it's not. It's 3.
Okay, okay. I
See,
corrected myself. I corrected
you know
myself.
what it is. Oh man,
So what's
shoot.
up, Moni? How are you
You
feeling?
know.
How are you doing?
I am actually really good today, despite, what's been happening, and of course, based on what we talked about on our last episode with the the fate of the world right
Yeah.
now. Definitely trying to make sure my mental health is intact. So I've definitely been working out. Past 2 weeks, I've been doing this challenge with Fit with Vic. Shout out to Victoria. Getting me right and tight for the month of June. This 30-day challenge, drinking a gallon of water a day. So I might, hopefully I don't have to go to the bathroom during this. I have to go to the bathroom at the most awkward times. But yeah, and trying to keep my mind right. So definitely just finding space and time to keep myself together to what I'll make feeling like I'm going crazy. COVID, protests, personal issues. It's a lot. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Well, first of all, I want to say shout out to that before and after picture you sent me earlier. You look good for 12 days. You look good, girl. It's
Thank
inspiring.
you.
But I'm doing today. I feel good today. Like I really feel good. I woke up a little late, but I felt full of energy. I felt like I was enjoying myself, recapping Insecure, cleaning, doing chores. I really feel good. Like I can legitimately smile. But earlier this week, I had like a lot of ups and downs, and I saw
Mhm.
a post that said it's okay to not be okay, and
It is.
that's real. So earlier this week, I just didn't know how I felt, and some days I wasn't okay, but most days I was like, yo, I don't know how I feel. But today I'm all smiles. So shout out to me.
Yes, come on, all smiles. I know I texted you earlier and I was like,
Oh, you kept laughing all day, and I was like, me
I've been laughing
too.
all day, laughing at the funniest things, or maybe the most randomest things. Maybe not even necessarily funny to other people, but I'm like, at least I'm laughing.
Yeah.
That's what was important to me. The fact that I haven't laughed so hard in so long, and being able to share it, that was nice. So laughing, everybody have a smile on their face. I hope y'all are feeling and doing well. Send a wave if y'all doing well too.
Yeah, use an emoji to let us know how you're feeling. Maybe a
Yeah,
sad face, a happy face, a confused face, some hearts, whatever it is. But we just want
whatever
to
it is,
check
let us know.
on everybody, see how you're feeling. Hope that you're doing good. But if you're not doing good, that's okay. Just feel free to check in with your friends, your loved ones. Simone's pouring something up. If you need to pour something up for yourself to feel good, go for a run, draw a color. I've been getting back into painting, so read a book, whatever it is, make sure you do that. But we're gonna get into our show. Truth Crappy today. We are really excited about our um our hot topic
Topics.
and our dorm story today. But before we get into that, what's up first, Moni?
Okay, so as always, let me go ahead real quick and give y'all the rundown so y'all know exactly what we are talking about today. So
Let them know.
first up,
Let them know.
I'm gonna let y'all know. We have dorm stories. We have our dorm stories. After that, we have, oh wait, I'm sorry. We have our dorm stories, which is basically about dirty roommates. Can't forget to tell you what the topic is about. So, dorm story, dirty roommates. Then we're going into our poetic suite. We will be reading, yes, Suite 223. We are going to be reading a piece together from our first book, Unbalanced. And then we're going to get into our hot topics, which is about that time of the month. Whew. Fellas, don't be afraid to chime in. Don't be scared. We know y'all notice when we have our up and downs and our mood swings and our emotional roller coasters. Ladies, we got to talk about it. Let's be open and honest about it, what we go through when that time of the month comes around.
Yeah.
All right. And then of course, we're going to give you a scenario today during our mealtime segment. And then we have announcements. And then we go into our Q&A right on after that. Alrighty.
Before we get into it, Moni, I have a surprise. You know, we typically start off with Moni's surprise. But I have a surprise that I'm going to show. And I want Moni to let us know.
Okay.
So you ready for the surprise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That.
Oh my God. Who is that?
Wait, hold it right there. Hold it right there for a few seconds. Everybody, look at this picture. Look at this picture. This is me and Yaya. Was his freshman induction.
You see the white outfits? You see the white
2008 in our white dresses. Oh my gosh, I love this picture so much. And the reason why I love it so much is I think this is one of the first pictures we took together.
Oh,
and I sent it,
that's so sweet.
I sent it to my mom.
All right,
yeah. I sent the picture to my mom just to show her we were getting ready to go to induction. My mom sent it back to me, edited, because the original picture has somebody else behind us.
Right there.
And my mom cropped it out because she was messing up the picture. And that's literally one of my favorite pictures. My mom put it in a friendship picture frame for us.
So
and
in this frame, but I thought it was going to be blurry, so I took it out. But it came in this little friendship, laughter, love frame. But it stays in my room. She has it in hers too. You know, best friends.
Best friends forever.
So that's the surprise from today. That's how Simone and I looked during our freshman year of college. Hey, Jack.
I know. Did you see the hair? Still using the creamy crack, yo. Still was using the creamy crack.
Too. I had my homemade doobie because they ain't got no doobies in Atlanta, but I tried.
Yo. Like, hair looks fried. Hair looks fried literally to the side. Hair is fried and to the side, okay?
Thank you. Okay. Freedom says we didn't age. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You know, black don't crack.
Oh, we did it at the same time. Okay. Oh, last thing before we get into is it dorm story next? No. Suite 23. Look, girl. Suite 223 is next. I'm sorry, but we didn't show our shirts. So if you follow us individually or on our business page, we've been promoting our new shirts. How many more names do we need to put on the t-shirt? So that's our outfit of the day. We usually start off telling them what our outfit of the day is. All right.
Yes.
Let's get into it. You picking a filter? You ready for Suite 223?
Actually, I'm not. Can we backtrack for a second and do dorm story, because where I'm reading from is giving me some technical difficulties. This is the second technical difficulty I'm having today. So let's do dorm stories. So by the time we finish dorm stories about dirty roommates, my technical difficulty will be figured out.
Okay, that's all right. Okay. That's all right. Take your time. All right. So we're going to jump into dorm stories. Our dorm story for today is talking about dirty roommates. Okay, so if you've been following along, you know that Simone and I have been roommates at the illustrious Clark Atlanta University for all
CAU.
of our 4 years of the matriculation. So I want to highlight the things that disgust me about dirty roommates. I'm thinking specifically about when we lived in a suite. So if you don't know, when you live in a suite, there are two people on one side. Well, if you live in the basic suite, because we lived in the basic suite. If you live, there's two people on one side with a wall in between, and then two people on another side with a wall in between, and then in the middle is a bathroom area, like the bathroom and the shower. And I'm thinking about this one girl who was our suite mate. She will always leave her like sanitary napkins around, use up all the tissue, never replace it, use up all the towels, just leave her soap and like like how the soap leave that little messy thing on the shower curtain and everything. Nasty. Then I spent my little nice little freshman coins, my graduation money on my graduation money on a nice little shower curtain. It was like the clear one with the global thing or whatever. And she messed it up. Like that just hurt my feelings. The carpet had dirt. How you get dirt on the carpet inside of the bathroom, bro? Like literally like black. Like the carpet was yellow. You know what I'm talking about? Like the mat when you get out the shower.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the little furry little mat. It was yellow. That junk was Brello. It was like brown and yellow mixed together. That's what she did to my mat. So my little feelings was hurt because you ruined what I spent my graduation coins on. And then two, you leaving your feminine products all over the place and not even like replenishing the tissue that we exactly. Ooh, like we talking
Right.
about roommates right now. Like bruh, that was disgusting. We never had like a talk with her because she was never there too. Like I don't even know what her face looked like. I don't know her name or nothing. But
I don't either.
Her roommate was Crystal, and I felt bad for Crystal. I was like, dang, poor Crystal, you literally live with her. Like you're sharing a room with her. All we share is the bathroom, but she was disgusting.
Right. And the part that I really, really, really hated was the fact that not only did they clean, but we had to take our stuff in and out of the bathroom at one point just because we didn't want our stuff to be shared. Like, if you're going to use my stuff, that's cool, but you could at least ask me for it. Like, don't use my stuff without my permission. Don't use my tissue if you're not going to replace it.
Right,
Don't
like,
step on my mat if you're not going to wash it. Don't do none of that. Don't talk to me about being a roommate if you can't be clean.
Exactly.
Right. Hence why we made great roommates.
Yeah. Speaking about my stuff, you make me think about when we lived in Heritage, which was our sophomore and junior year, which is more like apartment style. So you still have four bedrooms now, not 2 rooms, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 people share bathroom, a common area, which is a literal living dining room area, kitchen area, washer dryer. So you basically like college students living in an apartment. And I remember like I would always say, yo, like why I only got 1 fork left? Or what happened to these bowls or these, and that like I'm like, bro, we all live here. Ain't no way that fork walked out the house. Like, where's my fork? And then I finally started to pay attention because we would always have the room where people would hang out. It didn't matter if we lived in the suites, the Heritage, or the lofts. We always had the room where people like to hang out. So I finally started paying attention when people would come over and cook their oodles and noodles or have food that we made for them or whatever. And they'd be like, oh, we'll be right back. And they being right back with our utensils, but our utensils will never be right back.
Right.
It's the disrespect. Or they'll cook stuff and be like, yeah, can I have some of your flour? Sure, you can have some of my flour. And I don't eat pork, but you use all my flour to use your pork and then leave me the scraps and be like, you could use that. I can't use it. Like,
I don't eat that.
And my flour. So like Simone said, like using stuff without permission, making a mess of it, and making me lose my coins because you're making my utensils can't walk out the door. Like if you want to use my utensils to replenish it. I'm drawing
now.
Yes.
I know you remember. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about because, like I said, we've been roommates. We were roommates all 4 years. Mm-hmm. So when we lived in where we living?
Westmar.
Heritage. We still on campus. Heritage. Okay. Lexi. We're gonna call her Lexi.
Oh, the 4th roommate.
The 4th roommate. I would say the messiest roommate we ever had out of all out of all our 4 years
Was
living
she kind?
together.
She was sweet and kind. Okay, you tell it.
She was sweet, she was kind, but baby could
Baby.
leave a mess. Like when I say she leave a mess, it's almost like, who raised you? Like you you leave your dishes in the sink. You don't
Let's
clean
go.
up yourself in the bathroom. You leave
Let's
your
go.
dirty clothes piled on top of your bed. Like, and you always knew when she had Bay coming over. Cause we was always
Yes.
like, dang, the dude she dating ain't gonna never know how dirty she is. We always knew when he was coming over
How did we
because
know?
she was cleaning everything. She cleaned her room, bathroom, common area because we shared a living room space.
Yep.
She cleaned the kitchen. She was baking cookies. She was making lasagna, like full course blown
Was
meal.
the best
Like
meal. Not
she was
college
going all
meals.
out.
Yes.
I was like, they will never actually know how messy she is. Like,
She was also a roommate that was really never there too. Like
yeah,
she would be
like when she was gone,
sometimes, but
clean
not
her stuff.
really. Yeah. But then, so I was doing this while you were talking because while I'm thinking about her, I'm thinking about the stench. Like her body, she didn't have BO, but her room had room. Like we would be sitting in our room. So our rooms were in the back. She was in the front. Like she was in the front. And me, Simone, and our friend Tasha would be like, yo, like it stinks. Like something stinks in here. We were looking in the common area in our rooms, in our bathrooms. Like, what the heck is that smell? So one day when she was not there, like, cause she would keep her door closed. No, we closed her door and we still smelled the stench. So, then we walked in her door. Finally, we walked in her room. It was everywhere. Like we what was the name of that Frosted Flakes box? Fruit of the Looms box, well, not Fruit of the Looms. What is it? Fruity Pebble box.
Fruit
Cereal
Loop.
boxes all in her room. Bowls of food all in her room. Drinks, clothes, like Simone said, all stacked up on her bed too. And it was like, yo, we cannot find the stench. We can't take it. Like we kept hacking and everything. Like, oh my god, bro, like it stinks so bad in here. So we finally like cleaned up her room for her. And then when she came back, I felt bad, like I felt bad because I didn't know how to tell her it stank. But she was appreciative, like, oh, thank you, girls, for cleaning my room. Da, da, da. But it was just like, bro, like I can't live here and
Right.
smell that. That was ridiculous. That was the worst.
That was most definitely the worst that we ever had. The fact that we had to clean it, like just that alone, is just
Like
like,
like mopping and scrubbing and like down to the T, bro. Like that was some hoarders type dorm room hoarders version. Hoarders dorm room version type stuff.
right.
But
And then after
like
that,
I
that's when
still
we
have to
had to
clean up
start.
after.
Yeah. And then after that, that's when we had to start having like room meetings. Oh my gosh, I hated room meetings. Like I honestly felt like it was the most tedious and unwanted thing that I didn't want to do it. I literally
Why
did
not?
not want to do it. I never, because I felt like I said what I said. I don't want to sit here and have to explain to you why I said it. Like, just clean up after yourself. Like, why do we have to keep trying to come up with these new agreements in regards to cleaning up after yourself? Just do it. I don't want to sit here and keep having the same conversation. I'm not your mom.
I
I'm
never
not
did
your mom.
that.
One meeting is enough. One meeting, maybe mid through the school year, if we have misunderstanding. But like, dang, we gotta have a meeting every month. Just
Yeah.
clean up.
I didn't mind the meetings because I was the one kind of who always typically said we need to have a meeting because I felt like one person would say something here or like somebody would subliminally say something around that person like, oh my god, all these dishes. But then like look at what Queendom is saying. That's exactly how I felt. Like you leaving your dishes, you leaving your stuff on the stove, you leaving molded food in the refrigerator, not taking out your stuff in the dryer because like you saying, oh Yaya and Simone and Tasha gonna clean it, or Priscilla gonna help clean because Priscilla was our fake third roommate. They're gonna clean up after us. So if you get used to that mentality, especially like at home, if somebody was cleaning up after you, you get used to that. So it's like I ain't gonna clean it. Somebody gonna clean it. Like no, we gonna sit down and talk like quote unquote we thought we were adults and have a civilized conversation. And sometimes our meetings weren't always about cleaning, but a lot of them were. A lot of them were. But like I
Yep.
didn't go to school to be your maid, bro. Like This ain't May school.
Exactly.
I'll
Who
fix to my laptop.
raised you? You
My
want to be an
laptop
adult? Be an adult and clean up after yourself.
for real.
Shoot. Okay. Are you ready to bring in some poetic vibes, darling? Are you ready for that? Okay, so it's time for Suite 223. We're going to be reading Unbalanced. It's the
Yeah.
very first poem in our first book that we wrote together. So half of it is written by Yaya and the other half of it is written by me. So if y'all are ready, snap, send in some
Send the
claps.
heart things.
Right, heart it up. We gonna turn on our cute little filters. Oh my goodness, that made me echo more. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
use this one.
Okay. I do want to give a shout out to Raven earlier when we were having our technical difficulties. She said, "Oh, that's the suite that you guys stayed in Heritage." We were trying so hard to figure out what our suite was in the suites, but that was our Heritage apartment number. So shout out to you, Raven, because we was not like figuring it out. I was like, I know it's
She recognized real. She recognized that.
Yes. All right. You ready?
I actually am ready.
Okay. Unbalanced. Sitting here thinking, can't get my mind to unwrap itself from its thoughts of this unthinkable feeling. One that isn't intangible. A feeling that I felt for days. Well, past years. Minutes. No. Hours of anticipation that I just won't let loose. A sensation that I feel for you. Felt for you, but won't go away. No matter how hard I try, no matter how long I fight it, the flame that I've got for you stays ignited. Bionic, superhuman, unfulfilled realistic thoughts of you and I and he living out a fantasy, a dream patiently waiting to emerge, unbalanced emotion shared with an individual that only seems to fade away when a strange person holds us hostage.
The desire that I thought was buried fails to stay in its place. Places I've been emotionally, the feelings controlling me. My mind rewinds to a time I knew what I wanted. Confusion ruins my vision. Blinded by love, never wanting to admit to the truth of what is and what was. Completely lost. In a constant fantasy of race against myself while time is steady passing me. By choice, I've made it here. Taking a risk, I decided to stay. And this magnetic field that joined our opposite, no longer in sync, fades away. Yet in the end, there's an insight. Through distance and forbidden lust, these emotions remain to exist, even when it feels like it's too much.
Crazy thing, our situations are always vice versa. I want you when availability is all that hurts us. A game of hide and seek. Will it ever end? I'm thinking about coming from behind this wall and calling ourselves more than just friends. Yay.
Snap, snap, snap. That is Unbalanced, y'all. That is Unbalanced. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
I think that's the first poem that we wrote together. I think. I
Yeah.
think it was you didn't know how to finish it, so I was like, well, give it to me. Let me see what I can do with it.
Yeah. Well,
I know I wanted to end like this.
no, you didn't say that. So what happened was I was writing a poem about a situation that I was in, the back and forth feelings with a certain person. And where I stopped is where I was like, Simone, I cannot finish this poem. Like, I'm trying to work on this poem, but I can't finish it. You said, send it to me, let me see it. And you didn't say that, let me finish it. You were like, send it to me, let me see it. So I sent it to you, and then you emailed me back, not with comments or anything. You emailed me back your part. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I like this, but I'm not going to let you finish it. So that's where my last little stanza come in. Like, okay. So, yeah, that's our first poem that we ever wrote together. Because typically I would show Simone or read Simone my poem, vice versa, and we'll give input or whatever. But that's the first poem that Simone emailed me back, because by the time I was back in Jersey, emailed me back my poem with extra lines, and I'm like, okay, I like it.
I'm glad you remember that because clearly I did not.
Yeah.
I just know. Maybe that's what I thought in my head. Oh, well, let me just finish it. There you go. But
Yes.
okay,
So I hope
you ready?
you all enjoyed that poem. Oh, I
Whew.
gotta take my filter off. You know I
You
love
have
my
to take the filter
filters.
off, darling, because it's time for the next segment of Truth Carpet.
Truth. Oh, that's not the song. I like jingles, y'all. I like jingles. So
It's
let's say
definitely not
Truth
that.
Carpet.
It's hot topics.
Oh
You
yes.
changed our whole tune. Maybe that's the new one. We got a new jingle for hot topics now.
All right. So
But
what is our
okay,
hot topic today, Moni?
our hot topic is that time of the month. And fellas, if y'all in here, please don't be afraid to chime in. Like I said before, I know y'all recognize our emotional roller coasters and our mood swings
Yes.
because we recognize them too sometimes.
And that tone too.
And it's a struggle. It's a struggle that we're gonna talk about today because we go through a lot of things in such a small period of time.
Yes.
Every single month.
Yes.
Every single month.
Yes.
Like it's crazy. So get on this ride, hop on this train, give me your ticket, cause we we about to ride out. It's about
Yes.
that time. We about to ride out.
Come on, ride that train and ride it toot toot. I don't know if you know that song. That's probably a Jersey thing.
I do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Woo, woo.
Woo, she said 2 whole weeks. Woo. Mine be like probably like 8 days, 9. So I'm like kind of in there. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. All right.
I mean, if you include the week of PMS and then the week that it actually starts, that is technically 2 whole weeks.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to start with, we're going to break it down into 3 segments. But the first segment is cravings. So, Moni, during that time of the month, do you have any cravings?
Yo, I most definitely do.
Okay.
I tend to want to be as unhealthy as possible because I feel like I deserve a good meal, like a good fat, juicy burger. Like I would want like a double cheeseburger with grilled onions, and then try to make it healthy. I put it on the wheat bun, but then I also want a milkshake. Like
Oh my
the
God.
most unhealthy thing, but it's so fulfilling. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Just
Girl,
like
you said
that's
to make
always
it,
what I want.
you said to make it healthy, I'm gonna put it on a wheat bun. They said I deserve.
I deserve.
Okay, so you want that drip drop from In-N-Out Burger, but
Oh yeah, something like that.
Okay, hold on, pause. Mr. Love is saying he cannot hear this, see this, or speak on this. We want you guys to listen and also
Yes.
give us input because we're women. We're the ones who go through this, and we want to know how do you feel about us going through this. So just
Right.
move your hands down and just
Right. Come see. Come see. Come see. We want you to see.
All right, so
Shoot.
back to your drip drop burger. Is this I mean I know you on your healthy kick. You started off talking about you're on a challenge and you look good, girl, for your 12th day. Is it a
Thank
chicken burger? Is it a turkey burger? Is all that stuff?
No, like when I say unhealthy, like I would go for like a beef burger. Like I honestly haven't done it recently. Like I ate a turkey burger, or I've been eating like a veggie burger, trying to pretend like that's it.
You had a shrimp burger too.
I did. I had a shrimp burger too. I tried something new.
Yeah.
But my heart really and truly desires once in a while a double cheeseburger. Back when I ate a lot of bacon, with bacon, grilled onions, tomato, some lettuce on a wheat bun.
The whole thing.
And a vanilla milkshake. Oh, just thinking about it right now. It's like
She about to go
food
to the
or
store, y'all. Somebody said I only crave ice. I do know people who eat ice, but I never like had a like satisfaction from eating ice. But I do know people who eat ice. Yeah. All right.
What do you?
My craving, girl, is something mushy in my mouth. It can be a pause. No pause, because I wasn't even
Wait,
going there. I wasn't even going.
I like
I
something mushy in your mouth.
I mean, like a nice brownie or a
Okay,
moist cake,
chewy, some chewy.
soft, a soft, chewy cookie, chewy Chips Ahoy cookies. I just be like wanting that so bad. Yeah, no pause. I was talking about snacks like baked goods, but it's like something really. I was about to say something really moist. Ain't no way around it, y'all. Something really moist from the bakery is what I crave during
From
this
the bakery, some really moist from the bakery, like some cake, cookies, cupcakes,
cake, cake,
bundt
cake, cake,
cakes,
cake, cake, cake,
cake,
cake.
cake, cake. You want some mushy and sweet.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes,
Wait,
ma'am.
so what's your favorite? Like your favorite sweet craving? Like what's the flavor?
So, a chocolate chip cookie.
Ooh, chocolate chip
You
cookies.
look so disappointed.
You know what? I was like, dang, chocolate chip cookies sound kind of basic. I don't know why I was expecting like
It's just like
double chocolate cake,
nah,
German
chocolate chip,
chocolate cake,
no, just chocolate chip
chocolate
cookie.
chip cookies.
I can't say sweets because before there was like a craving for candies, like anything sweet, candies, non-dairy ice cream because I can't eat dairy, things like that. But like it has to be like a baked good, a baked good. So dang, you look so disappointed at my cravings.
No. It's that's your thing. If that's your thing,
Okay,
let that be your thing.
that's
That's
my
that's
thing.
what you wanted. You should be disappointed. I wouldn't be surprised if you were disappointed in mine. Like, damn girl, you want all that meat? Yes, I
Yes,
do.
yes,
I'm hungry. I
yes.
deserve it. But it's not really me. It's her. It's her. It's not me. It's her.
What is her name? What is her name? What is her name? Cause
Her name.
I have a name for my menstrual, my period. Do you have a name?
Her name is Tabitha.
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 Why do you name her Tabitha?
Oh my gosh. I came up with this name Tabitha. I think it was the senior year at CAU, I believe. And I can't remember what show we watched, but it was this lady on there. It was a white lady on there. She was super, super, super mean, and her name was Tabitha. And
Okay.
I feel like my parents would be mean to me, so that her name is Tabitha. Like
Oh my God.
that's what I call her.
I wish I
It's
knew what show
like
you were talking
okay.
about. Well,
I'm gonna have to figure out what show that is.
I would like to know what show that was. Mine is Shirley. I came up
Watch
with
Shirley,
Yes,
Shirley,
Shirley.
baby,
You gotta say it like that.
Auntie Shirley.
Mine is Shirley because I think it was seventh or eighth grade. We went to Dave and Buster's, and everyone ordered Shirley Temples. Well, you know it was Virgin because we were in middle school, so Virgin Shirley Temples all around or whatever. And it sounded cool on the menu. We never had a Shirley Temple before, and the waiter, kept refilling our drinks before we even got a chance to finish the whole glass. So at a certain time, um we were like, oh my gosh, Shirley. And I don't want to do it how we really did because this is a wig, so I don't want my wig to fall off. But we were like, Shirley. So because of that reaction and because the drink is actually red, that's how I came up with the name Shirley. I want to know, do y'all have names? Do you name your menstrual cycle? Drop down your names below if you do.
Put the names
But
in there. We want to see.
I want to speak for one of our friends, our third roommate. I'm not gonna say her name, but if you know, you know. Her period's name is Charlie, because remember that YouTube video? Was it YouTube or social media, whatever it was? But there was a little kid that was crying, and the mom was like, "Why are you crying?" And he was like, "Charlie bit me. Charlie
Charlie,
bit
you
me."
bit me.
So that's why she named her period Charlie. But if you have period names, drop them below. We would love to know if other women name their menstrual cycles. But the cool thing about doing this is it was like a discreet thing. Like we would be in the calf and my menstrual cycle is coming up or something is happening, and I'm like, I gotta go. And Simone is just extra. If you know Simone, you know she extra. So she's like, where you going? And I'm like, Shirley said she's on her way. And then she'll be like, oh, okay. Or I'm like, Shirley gotta change her clothes, meaning like I gotta change, And she was like, oh, okay, because you gotta say something to Simone. So it's like a discreet thing. Instead of saying my period, you get to say, oh, Shirley's here, or Tabitha, or Charlie said he on his way. So that's a thing like that.
Great code. Great code.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I just realized too?
What?
Like, even though like I love like just the burgers, like, and I'm so happy, like, oh, I got what I deserve. Then like sometime after I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
why did I do that to my body?
Regret, girl.
Why did I do that to my body? I shouldn't have ate that. It's so unhealthy. Now I'm being all emotional about what I said I deserved in the first place. She be tripping. Tabitha be tripping.
Regret.
The regret sets in as that food starts to digest. Oh my goodness, digest.
Yes.
Get that out.
Somebody said they named their period Rose. I think that's a cute name because the color rose. All right. So
Oh God.
you got any other cravings, or should we go on to second part?
We could definitely go into the second part.
All right. So during my period, I'll be on an emotional roller coaster.
Loving you ain't nothing. Ooh, that's the jam. Shout out.
All right. So during my menstrual cycle, my emotions be crazy. Like most times it's the PMS. It's prior to. So a lot of times during ovulation or during that pre-period time, I be so like in my feelings. Like I be like, dang, I wish I had a man. Like I just be feeling like I need to be close to somebody, or like just like sometimes you just be in the mood, you be horny. Well, I be horny, or I be just want to be close to like a man, and I feel like that all of the time. So I just be like in my feelings, like, and it never fails. And I know when I feel like that, I just go to my little app and be like, oh, okay, that's what it is. All right, you ain't really ready for that, or you don't really miss that person. You just okay.
Right. Like for me, I tend to really be like sad and like sometimes like depressed mode. And I be trying to figure out like, I don't want to be sad right now. Like I have no reason to be sad. Why am I sad right now? Like I'll be looking at pictures of babies and I'll be like, oh my God, my uterus, I want to have a baby. Where's my baby? Where's my husband so I can have a baby? And then it's like, or I'll see like engagement posts, or I'll see any post where I'll see, or TV show. If I see somebody crying, it's that time of the month, I'm going to cry. It can be tears of joy. It can be tears of sadness. Like it does not matter. I legit cry. Like tears will fall down. I'll be like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And then I look at my phone and I'm like, well, hot diggity damn, that makes sense. Girl, you being all emotional because it's that time of the month. And I literally, I can't control not wanting to cry. Like I get good news, I want to cry. It's just like, crying for no reason. Yeah. No reason at all. It's crazy.
So somebody said they're always sleepy and not wanting to do anything right before. I find myself not really sleepy, but I find myself nesting. Like I'm cleaning the house, I'm like making sure everything is spick and span, like I'm dusting to the T, washing the walls of the shower. If I see dust on my bedroom walls or whatever, I'm wiping the walls. Like I really be cleaning a lot before my menstrual cycle. So yeah, I don't know why you saying that you because you said you're not wanting to do anything, so it makes me think like I really be like
doing stuff. I'm about to go into hibernation. Let me clean up all of this stuff.
Let me clean before I don't want to do nothing at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then another thing that I do that I noticed, I think this is like recently over like the past couple years, like I get super impulsive, like, and wanting just to buy stuff just because I deserve it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, girl, you don't need that, but you deserve it. You work hard for this. Go ahead and buy
The
it. But
face.
no, I don't think, I don't think you should buy that. You got the money. Look at the,
Oh
look at
my
the
God,
money in
that
your
left and
account.
right
Buy it
angel.
anyway.
I mean, angel and devil thing
Buy
type
it.
stuff.
And I'm like, you
You got
right.
the
Let's
coins.
buy it. You got the coins. Buy it. And I'll buy it. And the bad thing, the majority of the time, is shoes. It be shoes.
Shoes.
It
Oh
be
my
shoes.
God.
If y'all see my closet, a lot of them were impulse buys. I actually, I actually impulsively bought some shoes the other day because I thought they were really cute, and they were on sale, so I couldn't pass them up. That's what Tabitha told me. Like, girl, they on sale. Like, how can you just pass them up? You know, you really want them, and they in your size. You looked
Oh,
the other day, they wasn't.
so it's Moni on one side and Tabitha on the other side, and most of the time Tabitha wins.
She do. She be really. It be a struggle. Sometimes it's not all the time, but it sometimes I'm like, you know what, you right. I deserve it. Instead of that double cheeseburger, I'm getting some shoes.
Oh my God. Okay, so speaking of impulsivity, is that how you say it? Being impulsive. Mine is more so leaning towards those chocolate cookies that I was saying. So like generally, the yaya of me is saying, girl, don't eat that cookie. You was just eating clean the other day, or you just, like the other day, I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna make French toast. But then that part of me was like, oh, get a chocolate cookie. Or I was like, nah, I'm about to make French toast. And I went downstairs, I'm staring the mix or whatever, and it was the box of Nilla and Oreos in my face. I wanted to like go for the cookie, but then the logical part was like, girl, you staring the French toast mix, like you about to have French toast. It'd be cool. But I know if my menstrual cycle was here or if it was like ready to come, I would have ate those cookies and the French toast. So that's a part of being impulsive. And then since we're talking about emotions, like me wanting that blue thing, and I feel like I want to have that connection. It would be like, I just last week was like, bump you, I don't need you, blah blah blah. But then now my period here, I'm like, I need you.
A PMS text.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
That's Shirley texting like, oh my God. And then like when I find myself in that space, I be like, oh my God. Like if I don't look at my app first, I'm either hitting up my cousin or Simone. I'm like, bro, talking it out. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It's not me. That's Shirley. I can't let Shirley win. Like, don't text him. He ain't gonna text back.
Don't.
If you text him,
Don't.
he's gonna make you feel good, bro. But I just be, that's my craving and my impulsivity, girl. I'll be just like, where my man at? Where he at?
And like surprisingly, that's not even the worst of it all. Like you got your cravings and you got the emotion part of it. I can't deal with the pain and the up and down symptoms of that time. It just be like, what the fuck? And what happens to me every single time, I feel like an old ass lady, but my lower back be on fire. Like, thank God I now have a hot water bottle to sit on my back. I used to use a hot towel, but it got cold too fast. But like my lower back, it really be painful. Like I literally have to lay on my stomach with a hot water bottle on my back. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had a man, somebody to rub my back. Be like, hey, you all right? You want to bring something? You want a glass of wine? Yeah. So I can be like, yes, please. I'm in so much pain right now. Like you see this, I'm in so much pain right now. Okay?
For real.
But like for real.
For you, because I don't go through that.
Like my back pain is terrible. Like I don't really get cramps. I get them sometimes. That's not really a thing for me. It happened when I was younger. I don't get cramps. Sometimes you can be a little gassy. It can be in the chest. It can come from the top or the bottom. Yeah. Come from the top of the bottom. One of those that happens sometimes. Or like the top, it be sore. You be like, man, what? And it be similar to like what they say symptoms of pregnancy are. So sometimes that week before you get a little scared, like, hold on. I hope this is Tabitha and not baby me. Like
it gotta be baby Jesus, because I ain't been
right. Like, it's been a minute, so I know it ain't it.
For real. But so
oh my God.
Raven says your cycle gets you ready for childbirth. So I know when I have my pains, I'd be like, bruh, like, especially because okay, so for me, different months I have different symptoms. Sometimes I don't go through anything, it just comes. Sometimes I get the gas, like you said. I get the headaches. I get tired, like fatigue. My left leg sometimes feels like it's draining, like somebody squeezing from the inside. Like it's just so painful. So when I do have those kind of symptoms, I'm like, bro, like, is this how I feel to be pregnant? Like, oh my God, it's painful. Please God, like, because if you know me, you know I'm scared of, like, the thought of having a baby is just freaks me out. But I just be like, oh Jesus, like this is enough, bro. This is enough. I'm gonna have to get that what's that called when they put the medicine in your back, so you don't have to feel.
Epidural.
Yeah, the epidural. I'm gonna
Epidural.
do that because Jesus, this is a lot right here. But what stands out for me is the time that I freaked out, bro, because like I said, every month I have different symptoms. So I think it was like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, my nipples, I'm sorry for the guys, but y'all gotta hear this, and I want to see y'all comments. My nipples felt like they were those girls that were on fire. Like they were itching so badly, I wanted to rip them off, bro. Like I was like, oh my God, my nipples, like what the heck is going on? So thank God around that time that was going on, I had my gynecology appointment. What was it? What's it called when you go once a
A
year?
gynecologist?
No,
Oh, when you
what's
get
it
a
called?
pap smear? The pap
Yeah,
smear.
I had my pap smear appointment coming up. So when I went, I asked the doctor, like, I let him know, like, something's wrong with my nipples. Like, they itch really badly. Like, I wash. Like, I take care of myself. What's going on with my nipples? And I was like, I had surgery back then, whatever. So, like, what's going on with my boobs? So he checked them out or whatever. And, like, no yeast, no problem. They look like healthy nipples. Maybe you just have, runner's foot or something that it's called. And I was like, but these ain't feet. Like, what's going on? So basically, he was saying like it was dry or like, and it was rubbing against the bra, so it was the irritation that was making it itch. But then I noticed that within the next few months, it was doing that too. And bro, like I just be wanting to, like whatever's bothering me. If it's my leg, if it's my boobs, if it's my nipples, if it's my back, if it's my butt cheek, my feet, my toe, my toenail, I want to take it off. Like I do not want to go through that. It be killing me, bro. Like I just, like it's just so irritating. But I feel really bad for those ladies who, like you, have to put the heated pads and bottles on your back. People that's vomiting during every month, vomiting during your menstrual cycle, having like such bad pains that you don't even want to go to work. Like, bro, like I can't even say kudos to y'all because that, like, who wants to go through that? That is,
Yeah,
oh
like even
Jesus,
most recently for
that's a
me, like
lot.
I never got
We go
this
through a
symptom
lot.
before.
What kind of
I now I get nauseous. Like all of a sudden, like to the point where I have to like it feels like I want to throw it, but I gotta run to the bathroom. And I'm
yeah, no,
like, okay, I'm good. I get really nauseous. Like so random. Further, like, is this something I ate? And I'm like, nah, it's one of these stupid ass symptoms that I've never had before. So now I get
wait, hold
nauseous.
on.
I'm like, I hope this ain't every month. I really hope it's not every month, but the last couple times around, I've gotten nauseous during my PMS and cycle time. Ugh, not good.
Sucks. Yeah, it really sucks.
Ooh. All right. So here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
Here we go. Yeah. So what's the scenario? All right, what's
There
the
you go.
scenario?
Say this
By the
again.
way, my phone, I don't know if it's you or
Oh no, where'd she go?
all right, that's better. All right. You were like
Oh, you
something.
was frozen for a second.
Yes,
Okay.
because I had to
I
take
got
off my
scared.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. So this is the scenario that we have today.
I don't know which one you about to read or what you about to read, so I'm like I'm up. Okay, go ahead, go read it.
One time I spent the night at my then boyfriend's house. I had bad cramps and didn't tell him because I didn't want to ruin our time we were having together. The next morning, I woke up and saw blood all over the bed. I was embarrassed and started crying. when I saw he wasn't there, and I freaked out.
Oh, dang, girl.
Then he came out of the bathroom telling me that it was okay and
Oh,
that he had set up a hot bath for me and he took care of the bed sheets. As I took the bath, he took care of the bed sheets as I took the bath that he set up for me. We are now still together and engaged.
oh, go her.
See, this one of the moments where I'd be like,
Girl.
oh my God, that's so nice to
That is
have
so
and
nice.
together. Like, I've had that scare before, spending the night at a boo thing's house and being like, oh my gosh, like,
Yes. She said, "Oh, that's
I,
Bae. Yes, that is Bae. That's her fiance now." Like, oh my God, that's nice, bro. Like, I would have freaked out. Like, I've never had like a mistake happen since middle school. So, but like, just the fear of it happening, and especially in front of other people, but especially in front of Bae, like, oh my God, I don't know how I would have reacted. I would have been scared. I would have probably, if he wasn't there, I would have had this thought of like, oh, bro, like he mad at me. I done blood in his sheets, his 400 thread sheets. Oh my God. I probably would have tried to like scrub it out. Like, I don't know how bad the mess was, but that's sweet of him to like make sure that she was good, draw her back. Aww.
I mean, but shoot, as a woman, that's what you would want. Like the last
That
thing
is
you
what you
want to
want.
be is it's embarrassing enough that it even happened. The last thing you want is that somebody else to know that it happened and then like shaming you for it. Like
Yeah.
I can't control that this happens to me. That's one. Two, I need help right now. Like I'm not even in the comfort of my own home. So the fact that he was able to like, you know what, I'm here for you. I understand. Like, man, don't be afraid of the cycle. We get crazy,
It's
but
natural.
it's natural and it happens. And as much as we don't want this thing to happen either, but it's a reminder that I'm not pregnant.
the face, the face that you give us. Yes. Okay. So preference, she would rather have a shower and not a bath. I think. I think the gesture of drawing me a bath is cute because that's typically what you see on media, magazines, movies, and stuff. The man draws the woman a bath, or he might think, oh, she wants to soak, but I would want the shower too. But just the gesture of him doing that is really kind. But I wanted to draw emphasis. Oh my God, I sound like I'm at work. Anyway, I want to draw emphasis to what Simone just said about using the word embarrassed. Like we say that, right? Like we say we're so embarrassed, but it's something that's natural. And what we don't pay attention to is that some of these guys grew up and were raised in houses with women, so they know what a menstrual cycle is. And then also like they probably had girlfriends before us, and they had moms or whatever, so they know what a menstrual cycle is. But the fact that they're caring for us, or showing that kind gesture, that's really nice. I know for me, point blank period, I don't care if it's a woman's house or whatever. Like I don't even like putting my tampons or my sanitary napkin inside the garbage can. Like public bathroom, cool. Like I put it in the paper bag, whatever. But I don't know. And I go back to that word embarrassed. Like I feel like, oh, let me put it in a little piece of tissue so it's not standing out as a tampon, because I put it in a plastic, whatever, but I still want it to be hidden inside of the garbage can. And I don't know why we're like that. So maybe we should just like, what do they say, neutralize menstrual cycles. Like I remember even freshman year when I came to college, you come with your snacks, you come with your stuff. I came with the little suitcase bag full of pads and tampons, because at that time, I think I was 17 and 18. I was embarrassed. I didn't like going to the store to buy the things that I needed for my menstrual cycle.
Mm.
So just I guess being comfortable, like this is it's natural for us to have that. It's a blessing to have a menstrual cycle. So
Right.
but yeah, that was
All right. And oh, real quick too.
fun.
If we go to the last part, like I've definitely been the one to like wrap it up in some toilet paper. I would even like try to push it like underneath something else.
Yeah.
Like, well, at least they won't see it. Like, let me
Oh my God.
stuff it down there so it's not seen. Because I think also just like around before I would like really wore like I was privy to tampons or anything like that. Like them damn pads, like you can't hide that. Like
For real.
hate those damn diapers. Oh my gosh. But just like Yeah, it is definitely a feeling of being uneasy. I mean, I ain't had no boo thing in a while, a house for me to spend the night at, so I don't even know if I still feel that way. But I probably might not even go over there. But I'm not sure if I want to be bothered or not. But I don't know. I guess I just have to see. So, Future Bay, message to you. I may or may not stay at your house during that time of the month, but just know if I do come over, I'm gonna need you to draw me a hot bath and pour me a glass of wine. Right? Or a nice shower and pour me a glass of wine, light some candles, and then turn on Lifetime. You don't have to turn on Lifetime. Just saying.
Turn on Bravo for me.
Oh gosh. Right. All right, let's get into these announcements.
Announcements.
You want to do the first one?
No, because my laptop went to sleep again.
Okay. Well, first announcement is June question of the month. Please let us know what is your favorite go-to quarantine snack, whatever it is. All we want to know is what you snacking on, what you crave, what you like to eat. Is it salty? Is it sweet? Ooh, that rhyme. Yeah. Make a beat.
Boom,
But yes, let us know what your favorite go-to quarantine snack is. You will be entered to win a free LoveLoudd t-shirt, black or the white one. But you have to answer on the website in the group section as a member. That's the only way you can win the shirt. You got to be a member. You got to answer in the question of the month section under our group tab on the website.
Next, that's $21. Like, you getting a free t-shirt and shipping. So, yes, I would make sure I answer. All right, what's the next announcement, Boo Boo?
Black Lives Matter t-shirts. This was especially designed based on the times that we are in now. How many more names do we have to put on a t-shirt? The shirts are $25, and a portion of the proceeds is going to be donated to Campaign Zero. The shirts come in black, red, as well as white. Please pass the word along. This is something that we are doing as far as what we want to do as far as social justice in support of Black Lives Matter. And if you guys know of any other organizations that would be good for us to donate to, please let us know. This is just the first one, so we would love to do this again with another shirt. Alrighty?
Yes.
And then last but certainly not least, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get all of our episodes. You'll be able to see our question of the month videos, our Truth Carpet episodes. If you missed episodes 1, 2, and 3, and if someone's not here today to watch episode 4, they can catch it on YouTube, which will be up by Sunday. So not tomorrow, it'll be up by Sunday. What else is going to be on there? Well, we're still working on some other things, but for sure, for now, you have the Truth Carpet episodes as well as our questions of the month, and then we're thinking of some new content that we can give y'all. Alrighty? So we are going to go into our next phase of this. Is our question and answer segment. So we're going to log out and log right on back in, and we're going to answer a couple of questions. If you have some questions about question of the month, emotions, we have 10 seconds left, actually. So, yeah. All right. We're going to log out and come back in. Thanks, y'all, for watching. Peace.